Hey, what's up everyone? It's Champions League time. No, not that one. That one. That's right. The 2021 Concacaf League just got started, the draw that took place a few days ago, and we're going to be going over it, the teams that qualified, and our predictions for who we think are going to make it to the next round. So, without further ado, let's get started. So the first match features Mexican team Cruz Azul from Mexico City. This is their 7th time in the competition, or at least in its current iteration, which they won back in 2014. They face off against debutants Rkfc from Haiti, and they are a relatively new team altogether as they were just founded back in 2017. They play in Liga Haitian, Haiti's top division, where they finished first in the last season to be played. Now they qualified for this Champions League by making it to the semifinals of the 2020 Concacaf League, and even though they did lose that game 5-0, doesn't matter, they had already qualified just by making it there. Next, we either have Toronto FC or Forge FC. Both are Canadian, and of course, MLS fans are already familiar with Toronto. However, Forge plays in the Canadian Premier League, which they won, and are set to play against Toronto in the final of the 2020 Canadian Championship to determine who will represent Canada in the 2021 Champions League. I don't believe that there's a date set yet for this game, but it should be played before April 6th, which is when the Champions League is set to kick off. Now, either one will face off against Club León, Los Panzas Verdes from Guanajuato, Mexico, where my wife's family is from. Represent! And they qualified by being in second place when the 2020 Clausura season was cut short due to COVID. However, they did manage to finish with 21 points out of 10 games. Next up is Liga Meki's team Monterrey. This is their 6th appearance, and they were the champions back in 2019. They qualified for this Champions League by winning the 2019 Apertura season. Now they will play against Club Atlético Pantoja from the Dominican Republic. Now this is actually their 2nd time in the competition, their first being back in 2019, and they managed to qualify from the 2020 Caribbean Club Championship, which was cancelled after the group stage. So what happened was they selected the top 4 teams that made it out of the group stage, the first automatically qualifying for the Champions League, and the other 3 had to play in the Concacaf League. That top team was Atlético Pantoja with 6 points, being the only club to win both of their matches. Next, we have the Columbus Crew, the first American team selected in the draw. Now, they of course qualified by being the 2020 MLS Cup champions, which of course they won by beating the club I happen to support in MLS, the Seattle Sounders, 3-0. Ouch. Now, this is the Crew's 3rd time in the Champions League, and the furthest they ever went was in the quarterfinals back in the 2010-11 tournament. Let's see if they can beat that this time. To do so, they will have to beat Esteli FC from Nicaragua. Now, this is actually their 7th time in the competition, never been able to get out of the group stage though. They qualified through the 2020 CONCACAF League, and they won in the play-in round. Now, the top 6 teams in the CONCACAF League qualify for the Champions League, and as you can see, Real Esteli was the 5th best. We have the next American team, and making their debut as well, the Philadelphia Union. I can't imagine how excited their fans must be. Now, they qualified by winning the 2020 MLS Cup Supporters Shield, finishing top of the table in the regular season, as no doubt their fans will remember fondly. And speaking about them, there is actually this really cool documentary about their fan club, the Sons of Ben. It is currently free to watch on Tubi, so go check it out. You won't be disappointed. However, they will play up against a veteran of the competition, Deportivo from Costa Rica. Now, they have never won the Champions Leagues, but they have made it to the semifinals, and they were the 2nd best overall team in the 2020 CONCACAF League, which is how they qualified. This is definitely one of the more interesting matchups, and I can't wait to see this one. Next, we have Atlanta United, also their 3rd go-around. Interesting enough, this is actually the 3rd appearance for all of the American teams that qualified this year, with of course the exception of the Union, which is their 1st, as we mentioned. Atlanta fans will remember that last year they made it to the quarterfinals, furthest they've ever gone, but will definitely be looking to do better this year. Especially now with their new manager, some new players to strengthen the squad, it's actually been quite an active offseason for Atlanta, and fans definitely seem more positive and excited, and will be hoping for a deeper run this time around. They will kick things off against Liga Deportiva Alajuelense, current league leaders in their domestic league and winners of the 2020 CONCACAF League, where they beat fellow Costa Rican team Saprissa. Now, this is a team to watch out for and could potentially be a dark horse in this tournament. This is definitely going to be one of the best matches in the round of 16. Certainly a baptism by fire for new head coach Gabriel Heinz. It's not going to be easy, but will be a great match to watch for both fans and neutrals alike. Next, we have Club America, a team that needs no introduction. one of the most successful teams in Liga Meki and Champions League history. While they were eliminated by LAFC last year, to be fair, they certainly helped LAFC out by shooting themselves in the foot several times. However, it was considered a big embarrassment for them. They fired their head coach over it. And so they will definitely be coming in this tournament with a chip on their shoulder and a point to prove. Watch out for America this time around. They should definitely be considered one of the favorites. They face off against Honduras side Olympia, a veteran of this competition as well, as this is their 12th appearance. They were a dark horse last year, making it all the way to the semifinals, where they were beaten by eventual winners Tigres. They also qualified by being one of the top 6 teams of the 2020 Concacaf League, the third best specifically. Finally, we have the Portland Timbers, winners of the MLS is Back tournament. They returned to the Champions League since the 2016-17 competition, where they were eliminated in the group stage, just like they were in their debut. They will no doubt be hoping to end the curse of the group stage, though I'm not sure if you could call it a curse yet, since it's only been 2 times. I guess they will be trying to stop it from becoming a curse then. Hey, you know what they say, 3rd time's the charm. They will have to beat Marathon, the second Honduran team in this competition. This is their 6th appearance, last one being in 2019. And they've typically not fared well in the Champions League, though they did make it to the quarterfinals, but that was back in 2010. And in 2019, they were humiliated by Santos, losing 11-2 on aggregate. Good God. I'm not sure if that is the biggest loss in Champions League history, but it definitely has to be one of them. Alright guys, now it's time for our predictions. And by our, I mean mine. Not sure why I keep saying our, since I'm only one guy, but alright, here we go. First off, it is important to note that in this round, the highest ranked club in each matchup will play the second leg at home. So first leg they will play away, second leg they get to play at home. And to my understanding, that is all of the A teams. So for the first matchup, we have Cruz Azul versus Rkfc. Now, while I always love an underdog story, I don't see Rk making it past the group stage in this one. I know it's their debut. I would love to see them advance further, but with Cruz Azul, they definitely have the quality and even the luck of the draw on their side, as they are going to have to play the second leg at home. Gives a chance for Arcade to try to make things interesting by trying to win one at home in the first leg, but honestly, out of all these matchups, Cruz Azul is one of the teams that I'm expecting to win both legs. Cruz Azul all the way. For the second match, we still don't know if it's going to be Toronto or Forge FC, but either one's going to play up against Club Leon. Do I think it matters whether it's Forge or Toronto? Could be. Obviously, Toronto is going to have a better chance at beating Club Leon, but honestly, I think even if Toronto managed to beat Forge, which they definitely can, I don't see them able to beat Club Leon. Club Leon is one of the best teams last year. They're play very well in Liga MX. I honestly don't see Toronto FC being able to make it past this one. And honestly, even at home, I don't think they'd be able to win it. So I think Club Leon, even though they are for some reason considered the lower ranked team, they're going to have to play away in the second leg, but I think they're going to be able to do it. And yep, I think Club Leon are the ones that advances from this one. Next one, we have Monterrey versus Club Atlético Pantoja. Now, this one where it could be a little bit more interesting. Do I think Monterrey is probably going to end up winning? Yes, but you know what? Let's give one for the little guys here. Let's say that Club Atlético Pantoja manages to make it. Maybe they're able to take advantage in the first leg, really set the pace, and make it hard for Monterrey to come back in the second leg. And who knows? Maybe they're able to just scratch this one by. So let's give it to them. Let's say Pantoja is the one that advances. Next, we have Columbus Crew versus Real Esteli FC. I think Columbus really lucked out on this one because Real Esteli, they've never been able to get out of the group stage. I don't think that's going to change this year. So Columbus really has, out of all these, maybe with the exception of Cruz Azul, they probably have the easiest draw. So I think Columbus Crew is going to be able to take it and possibly, most likely, even win both legs. Now, this is where things start to get interesting. The next two matches for me are easily the most exciting and probably going to be the most interesting to watch. Easily the best ones in this whole round of 16. First up, we have Philadelphia Union versus Deportivo Saprissa. This one might be too close to call because I can see each one winning at home. I do see Deportivo winning the first leg at home. I can definitely see Philadelphia Union making a comeback and winning at home. So it really just comes down to who can win the most. Maybe not necessarily at home. I think this is one where the league, or the away goals is going to come into play. So if either Philadelphia or Deportivo are able to squeeze in an away goal while playing a very difficult match, that might be what determines who advances. So, I have to choose one. You know what? This is their debut. And again, there's two teams making their debut. I definitely don't see Rkfc making it. Philadelphia Union, I think out of both of them, can do it. So let's go with them. Let's say Philadelphia advances to the next round. The next big match is going to be Atlanta United versus Liga Deportiva Alajuelense. Gonna be great to see. Either way, no matter what happens, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see, the tactics that Heinz used in this one, how he sets up his team, how he utilizes the new players. They definitely have the quality, the talent to do it. So I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a fun game to watch. Again, much like the last matchup, I think I could see each team winning at home. Again, it's going to probably come down to the away goals. But yeah, also, as the case with the Union, I think Atlanta is going to be able to, squeeze an away goal in there and make it to the next round. If they don't, I don't think it will be terrible, the worst thing ever, but it will definitely go a long way to helping, giving the team the confidence they need in their manager and in their new squad to do well in the upcoming MLS season. Next matchup, definitely an interesting one on paper. It is Club America versus Olympia, but again, Olympia was one of the dark horses last season. Last tournament, but I don't think they're going to be this year. I think Club America is going to come in with a point to prove. They're going to be looking to blow out every game and make it all the way to the final. I think they should be considered one of the favorites. And yeah, I can definitely see in this one, Club America winning both legs. The Timbers versus Marathon. Again, I think they lucked out on the draw this one, just like with Columbus. I think they got one of the easier matchups. And again, just like with that game, I do think Marathon has the ability to keep things interesting, and I think they will certainly do well at home. They may win it, but I don't think it'll be by much. It'll probably be a 1-0 win, which definitely leaves the door wide open for Timbers to win the second leg at home, which I think they will. I think they'll be able to finish that one well, strong, maybe 3-1. And I think, Timbers are the ones that are going to advance from this one. So those are my predictions for the round of 16. Yes, it is a little biased towards MLS and Liga Meki's teams. Do I expect to be right on all of them? Not really, no. Honestly, there are a few that can go either way, especially those Union and Atlanta games, which are very much open. And it can easily be the Costa Rican teams that make it through instead of the American ones. We will have to wait and see. Well, now it's your turn to let me know your predictions and how right or how wrong mine are. Let me know in the comments below, which team do you support? Which of the matches are you looking forward to most? And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you are a fan of American soccer, either of the domestic leagues or the national team, or both, then please consider subscribing, as this is exactly what this channel is going to be covering. Thank you all for watching. This is American Soccer United, the place where American soccer fans unite.